All right, it's looking like Mase responded to DJ Akademiks. If you're a little late, let me catch you up. 2 days ago, I uploaded a video about DJ Akademiks going at Lorosa. Then the next day, Treasure from It Is What It Is podcast responded saying, yo, this dude is always angry and he bugging. Then that same day on It Is What It Is Instagram, they said there will be no disrespect towards Treasure. Akademiks then went out and disrespected Cam and Mase. He actually brought up Cam's situation when he actually got allegedly punched in the face. And he brought up Mase's situation where he allegedly was dealing with trans and different types of men in Atlanta. And also he brought up the situation that Pimp C also said when he got caught in the truck with a boy. All right. So now we have Mase actually responding to these allegations or responding to DJ Akademiks. Let's get it, y'all. Because I was waiting for Mase to respond. I said he was the weak link.
Boy, oh boy, you guys. Once you mention one little tranny allegation from somebody's past, boy, do they get to fold them like laundry. Now, for all you guys out there that's been watching It Is What It Is this week with Cam and Mase, waiting and hoping that they respond to DJ Akademiks dissing them, well, it's not happening, you guys. At least not anytime soon. Some of you guys might not want to hear this, but Mase copped a plea. Now, usually anytime Cam and Mase want to respond to somebody in the media, they do not waste any time getting at the person. So after we did not get any official response, I knew something was going on behind the scenes. Turns out Mase reached out to Akademiks via DMs and told them, hey brother, you really should have called me before you spazzed on us publicly.
This ain't no about picking on stat or whatever. Bruv, when was calling you out of your name and you defending yourself, if anybody else jumped in piling on with the other person, you would feel offended. You ain't see the whole media jump in basically saying, oh nah, Mase was fucking trannies. No. So just stay out of my business. And I'm saying it respectfully for all of y'all. Stay out of my business. Woman called me a liar. I'm defending myself. Please don't jump in and try to pick a side already. Unless you're trying to say you're trying to get it up with me. Same thing with Cam. Yo, Cam, saying you got socked in the eye by whoever the fuck. Well, True Life, this and third, and you showing the pool, this and... Bruv, nobody jumped in. I love your music.
Me and you got a relationship and a rapport. Whatever Stat Baby got going on outside of this job, that has nothing to do with myself or Cam. Here's Akademiks detailing the response Mase gave him.
I'm gonna read exactly what his message is. You know I like to keep it open.
I gotta say this. I got a couple subscribers from Texas or live in Texas. Drop it in the comments. Miss J, come through. Drop it in the comments. Let me know. Do y'all remember when Pip C came on the radio and said, y'all know who the person is that was in the truck with the little boys in Atlanta? This was a huge thing like maybe 10, 12 years ago when Mase was still going through his different phases. See, he do sports now, so he can get a whole new audience and they don't even know about that phase in his life. But there was a phase in Mase's life where he was a pastor and it was all over the tabloids and all over Atlanta. This is when Atlanta wasn't really known for a lot of that type stuff. Now they're known for that a lot. But this is when Mase is actually one of the main people that made Atlanta start being known for that. Trannies and men and stuff like that. He was allegedly caught in the truck with another boy doing something. I don't know. But we do know Mase came up under Diddy. Early days Diddy, when Diddy was probably the diddler. So, I mean, this is all alleged, but we're going to see what Mase said back to DJ Akademiks because I know he popped off on him.
He says, neither you, I, nor Cam, or anyone else keeps up with what people who work for us do outside their job. So that's her own personal view. Okay? She had the right to speak as a woman. So they talking about Shorty, the Treasure Wilson.
Right.
And to receive her own consequences alone for her actions. Next time I'd ask you, give me a call if you gonna hold me accountable. Mase said to me, neither you, I nor Cam, or anyone else keeps up with what the people who work for us do outside their job. So that's her personal view. Okay? And by the way, I agree. That's her personal view. But that's why I didn't violate her. I didn't want to, like, I could just be like, yeah, I'm gonna just violate you. But I told her, I say, yo, I like Cam and Mase, and I know it's gonna spill over to there. I don't want to do that, shorty. That's what I said. He said, so she had the right to speak as a woman and to receive her own consequences. I agree, which I'm telling you, I don't respond nicely to nobody. My favorite thing in the world is when people overstep, I call them out of their names and I go on 100. I didn't do it with Treasure Wilson because of Cam and Mase. And maybe I shouldn't have brought them up either, but just to be clear, I said I'm not gonna go crazy on you because of Cam and Mase. But so because what Mase seemingly is telling me is she had the right to say what she wanted, but she gonna receive her own consequences. So this whole thing where I look on the Instagram and I'm seeing it is what it is saying, yo, Ak, what's cracking? You better chill the fuck out or we lit. I'm like, whoa, wait, hold on. Calm down. Let's just calm it down real quick. Anyway, he said, next time I'd ask that you give me a call if you're gonna hold me accountable. So Mase is saying he's not accountable. And Mase, I apologize for that, my brother. I thought that account was under y'all direction. I thought it was under y'all direction when I seen that. From the bottom of my heart, I thought it was under y'all direction. I've said this publicly. I love Camron. I love Mase. Me and you, we've had personal conversations. I've seen you hit me up at times when you saw these other bitch ass media niggas trying to link up or get at me, and you were like, man, I'm glad how you defended yourself. And I respected that. So I was just like, okay, I appreciate you knowing my resiliency. Y'all have talked about me nice. I've talked about y'all nice. When I seen this whole like, oh, this is your last warning, I'm like, whoa, like I couldn't tell what that was. So I had to respond. But, you know, and I think it probably goes both ways. Just like how he's saying I would appreciate if you would hit me up. I would appreciate before like an official page for y'all podcast get at me that y'all would as well just be like, yo, make sure the hosts are on board, because here's the thing.
Now, I'm sure Mase did not want this message to be revealed to the public. I'm sure he was hoping this would stay between him.
Let me speak on that for a second. All right. It's almost like I got a crystal ball. Y'all just gotta rock with your boy. I'm the realest in this joint and I can see through everybody. I said, even when Chigs, this is who I'm responding to, he was like, oh, DJ Akademiks gonna be scared to go back and forth. I said, there's no reason to be scared. I said, maybe it's gonna be a battle between him and Camron, but a battle between you and Mase is easy. It's the easiest battle you can go through. All you gotta do is bring up Mase in Atlanta. It's an automatic knockout. Boom, boom. I said this on the first joint. As soon as I heard it, I said, no, man, Mase in Atlanta not gonna work. And DJ Akademiks, he gonna pull everything out to win. And he went straight to that. Boom. Mase ain't got nothing for that because that's your past. That's what happened. Pimp C spoke on it. Pimp C said Jeezy wasn't like that. T.I., you never sold nothing. And he said Mase was in Atlanta doing X, Y, and Z. Pimp C was mad because all these rappers was out here talking all this tough stuff and misguiding the youth. He was like, no, we keep it player down here and we ain't about all that extra stuff and y'all ain't about that either. So stop acting like y'all is all 17.5. You're not getting them for, ain't nobody getting them for 17.5. Why you gassing people? He said that about Jeezy. All Jeezy said was, man, you know how the pimp be. The brother gonna speak his mind. And went Obama for mankind. Went to the next subject. He never called him a liar. T.I. never came out and said Pimp C a liar. Because T.I. wasn't selling all them that he was talking about. Mase ain't never come out and say he was a liar. Because he, you know what I'm saying? Pimp C said what he said and ain't nobody say nothing about it. They tiptoed around it, not speaking directly and not speaking anything down towards him. Because they already knew what it was. I'm just saying. So hearing Mase cop pleas like this, basically saying Treasure is their employee. And what she does at home, they don't know everything she does when she's at home. She decided to go at you on X. They can't stop her from doing that. Now, the account, I feel like on the account, Camron had something to do with that. I feel like Camron had something to do with that. And Mase was like, I don't think Mase always knew. I don't know. Maybe Mase did know something about it. But when DJ Akademiks went nuclear on him, they wanted the cop pleas. And I ain't an Academics fan, but like I said, his work ethic is impeccable. And he did keep the same energy with these guys. And Mase copped the plea because they had an episode the next day and they ain't speak about it. He said, Cam, you got punched in your face. But really with Camron, and I said this about Cam, let's start off by saying Dipset is my favorite group. Camron, I feel like, is a dope leader. Jewels was a dope rapper. Jim Jones can't rap, but he was a great piece to the puzzle. None of them my favorite rappers, but my favorite group because they were very entertaining. Camron, if you look over his just him in real life, it's more stuff that got done to him, and I never heard of him doing stuff to anybody else. It's too easy if you just want to go in on him. You get what I'm saying? It's too much information out there where too much stuff's been done to Camron and ain't nothing happened back. It's too much information with Mase of the Diddy situation and in Atlanta to like go back and forth with anybody that knows hip hop. Mase and Camron can get off on guys like Anthony Edwards because he's like 20 years old. He don't know nothing. Y'all history, he was like 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 or something like that. He don't know what happened with y'all. But DJ Akademiks is like, what, like 35, 36 or something like that. He knows exactly what happened to y'all. And he knows about Mase in Atlanta. That's why the next day when they ain't say nothing back, I said, oh, they done. They don't want it. That was too much. That was too much. Mase trying to act like it never happened. Or that's not a piece of his life. It is. Allegedly. All right. So it's your boy, What's Up, G? Mase and Camron cop, please. I actually wanted to see him go back and forth with Akademiks and get Akademiks out of here. But I'm a realist, and you know I got that crystal ball. I know everything that's about to happen next. That's why you got to subscribe to this channel, because I always keep it real, and I'm going to say it for what it is. I said Mase was the weak link, y'all. All right? So don't forget to drop a like on this. I need y'all to definitely disrespect that like button. I'm also going to drop a video right here. It's going to give you an update on the Tory Lanez situation and how we actually found the guy who shanked him up and why he may have done it. All right? It's your boy, What's Up, G? If ain't nobody told you they love y'all, I love y'all. I'm out, y'all. Wow. Wild behavior.